Hello, welcome to another demo review. Kinda lacking in the enthusiasm I used to have. So I haven't done too many of these lately. Trying to get started again right now as I have some time. This guy is a Supreme Master First Class, although he's scrimming right now in ESEA. Uh, and he still wants me to review him. He's actually higher ranked than me right now, just to point that out. So he should probably be reviewing me, but alright, doesn't really matter. Um, So honestly, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna see here. I haven't done anyone this higher rank before. I've done one eagle before, and I just like, ended up doing nothing at all because I couldn't say anything. So I think I'm just gonna get started, and let's just try to point out the things I don't like and all that stuff. Um, we'll see how it goes, basically. I'm sure you all have these fancy knives.
One guy behind boxes.
When you're shooting long range with P250 like that, well, medium range, long range, you can take a bit longer time at every shot. It makes them go a bit more accurate. Um, Instead of like shooting like you did there, because I think you should have hit those guys in sight. You won the round regardless. But I feel like you should have killed those guys in sight. And right now, I would actually like you to help outside, just like just nade it or something like that, just peek it and then fall around, or go down secret instantly. Cause I don't know. Actually, I feel like you should be pretty much expecting them to actually push outside or something like that right now in the eco. Um, Although like defending A is usually smarter because if they go A, you don't want them to get the side, they get the bomb down. But look, they're really not going to do that at this stage of the game. They just did it previous round and they really failed. I also feel like you should probably have helped your teammate there in lobby instead of just standing and just shooting at the guy. That knife, man, I got no skins at all. Someone send me some skins. Your crosshair is on their stomach for some reason instead of actually on their heads. It's probably just a demo messing up, actually. It likes to do that for some reason. Nice shot. Also right there, you need to know that there are probably going to be guys control room, radio, not just run that like that with your back turned. And then your AFK here. You probably look configuring your cheat. You know, it's very common that you gotta do that in the middle of a round. Like something's wrong, you just gotta set it up proper. Yeah, you're AFK. There you go. I like what you were doing there, but I'm sure something happened, so that's why you had to do something else.
Where was he?
So now you're all out of position and stuff.
Squeaky. They can't hear you in game. They can't hear you in game. So to not interrupt them.
You heard that op shot. How do you not react to that? You heard it. Someone shoots an op in ladder, and you get no teammates there. Like, come on. You can't die like that.
What?
Also, you threw a flash and then just waited for the flash to go away. What's the point of that? Throw a flash and go, or don't throw it at all. So that was a stupid round. You probably lost it anyway because they had a bomb and all stuff. But like, I'm not sure what you were doing. If you throw a flash, you can still do a flash and go. And if you hear someone shoot at you, you fucking move. You don't stand there and wait. The main difference with you, like I've seen, and every other is that your mechanics is pretty much really good. Like you get proper crossers placement, move well. You typically do the right things. Just some of your decisions are kind of strange. Uh, it seemed like you didn't have armor there because the aim punch. I'm not actually sure. But you really want to hit that shot
You don't have to.
better. I figure,
Well, then you're a noob.
especially when you're pushing in like that. You want to get that kill really fast. It's a fairly easy shot. You need to make that. And you can't pre-aim lobby there because there's going to be a guy there where he was right now, or there can be a guy there. You want to pre-aim that close quarter first and rather just move your crosshair to lobby. Again, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. It's just one of these minor things that I feel like you need to do better. You need to master those at your level. Like with you, I'm just pointing out every single detail I think you don't do right because you're this high ranked up, and I feel like you need to do those things really good. Really scary going across there when you're naded. People usually land up there, so I like jump across. I like this push, but it could come faster. Could have done this like 5 seconds ago. Or even 2-3 seconds at least. Right now it's twisted up on you with an op, and you're gonna die. Yeah. Basically, you're too slow there. You want to go a bit faster, like go earlier, but more importantly, when you want to go behind them fast, really fast. Just go for the flank right away. Don't check corners. Well, check some corners to some extent, but just go for it. Because when you flank them, you need to be fast so this doesn't happen. Because right now, he's going to expect people like to flank them. But if you're fast enough, the whole point of a flank is to get there before they expect it. Not to get there when they expect it, because that's not really the point, is it? And to get there before they expect you, got to be really fast. One thing is going early, but also you want to... run as fast as possible. Interesting round. Okay. Worked out. Like that strat, actually. Pretty cool. Oh well. Oh well, though. You saw that flash coming. You need to turn around for that. If they had pushed out with that flash, you would have been dead. Easy kill on you. Okay, you know you have an op. You shouldn't really play these positions instantly. It's really scary because one op posts up on you or sees you, you're gonna get killed. But right now you're in 2-on-4 though. And you're probably just gonna save your weapon right now. Which I hope so.
Like that. Fucking white rabbit.
You want a bit better precision there and when you're holding. What I like to do, I like to go long, like the window room, and just hold the angles there. There's a lot of different angles you can post up on. Because they're gonna come in and clear it for sure. Like they're gonna go window and clear it 99% of the time. You can get that one frag, interrupt them, then you can rotate a bit, or even just save your weapon if your teammate dies there, instead of actually just setting vents, not really doing anything. Because there's too many angles for it to cover, usually in vents. Again, your PMing is way off. He's not really paying attention. I can't see your money right now. Well, I can. You have this much money, and ecoing, uh, just get armor. Like, just buy a pistol if you want, and armor. Okay, that was strange. Because if you get a gun like now, and you got no armor, you're gonna get fucked up anyway, but if you see an AK or rifle, because they shoot you one in your leg, and your aim goes to shit. Because of aim punch. So just get armor, if you have enough money for it. I hope to God you're not considering flashing up there right now. I like this position. I like your play right now. I feel like you should probably just stick with it a bit longer.
They're trying to boost into heaven.
I don't know what that flash was about, to be honest. Okay, what I would do right now, I would try to go really fast right now, because you know where one guy is. He's on the other side of the hut. So you go out, there's one guy planning, so there's at most one guy looking at you. But you decide to wait right now for the roll to get set up in positions, plan out where you can come from and all that stuff, and your delaying of just 1 second there is enough for them to actually, of course, you're going to smoke again. So right now, there's no way you're going to win this unless you really screw up. Good shot. Unlucky, though. Like I said, you need to go just when the bomb is planted, and you know the one guy is not covering where you can go out, in this case, hut. There's only one more guy who can look at you and clear that angle, right? So that is your biggest shot, your biggest chance. You just go out and try to get a lucky kill, get a fast kill, maybe kill the bomber. I would not go for the bomber. I would go for the other guy. The guy is shooting at you. He was opping in heaven. I think he was not looking at hut even. He's looking main, which would probably have given you the kill if you had hit your shots. And all of a sudden it's a 2-on-2 instead of a 2-on-3, or in this case it turned out to be 1-on-3. And once you kill that first guy, you could probably kill the bomber as well, at least tag him. Maybe stop the plant, something like that, because he was planting the bomb, he can't shoot you. So yeah, he made the choice, should I get my weapon up, or should I just keep planting the bomb? Right. So one of those things you gotta do is do really fast to make it work. If you delay a half a second or a bit too slow, it's not going to work at all. But again, it's something I would expect to see from you. Well, good positioning. You got a kill, so I guess it's fine. Look at you lying so peacefully. Like I see with your play, it's usually not really like and the big things I can point out, like you're doing wrong. It's typically just decisions you're doing wrong. Your aim is really good. Cross placement, all those mechanics are typically very good. The only thing I feel like you could do a bit better is, so like, general so far, is when you do something, just try to be a bit faster at it. And of course, hit your shots better. Like, those are the things you can always do better, basically. Hit better shots and move faster, and do everything faster. And those are kind of like the things you can always do, no matter what, basically. No matter how good you are, you can always get better at it. So it's like your standard thing to tell someone. But usually when you get high enough or up in rank, there's not like a lot of things you can point out. There's the decisions you're making are a bit off. You're a bit slow with things. This is the funniest strat ever. Okay.
Yeah, that's not nice. Some people are Jewish.
I like that push. I really like that push. Again, what you did there when you push and you keep behind him, instead of like checking every angle of those things, you gotta just be aware. Where are they probably gonna be right now? Well, like where are the people most likely gonna be? So you can do two things there actually, and one is just fall back when you kill someone like that. When you push and you kill someone, there's two things you want to do. One of those two things rather. One is either just run forward like an idiot and try to get another kill, like you push further, or just, the other thing you just fall back. I would never recommend something in between like you just did. I mean, there's no one else, everyone else died, so it doesn't really matter. But like when you push like that, as a TT or a T, you want to go further and want to be really fast about it because you don't want them to like rotate and change your aim and position and all that stuff for you coming. So you want to get there before they're actually reacting to it properly. Or you want to fall back. You have to hit those shots. You can't miss stuff like that. Did you even hit him? No. I don't think you hit him at all. That's a very easy shot, and you just can't miss that. Looks like you're sleeping, like your hand in your stomach, like a small child. I don't like playing Toxic that much. You kill one guy though. Which is typically in most maps and most places, killing one and dying as CT is fine. And you already started. I can Mr. Piss around, but I'm kind of just running around. Or are you alive or not? No, you're not live. Unless your other team is having M4s and piss around, you're not live. Okay. That explains where you're running around doing nothing. Let's hope there's not a long pause. There we go. Alright, pistoleering the first round on Nuke. I hate pistol round on Nuke. I hate maps in general. I don't like this map at all. The only map I hate more than this is Train. Train is like the worst map that's ever been made. You're kind of not really doing anything at all right now except getting killed. Like your team is getting killed. And you're kind of just standing doing nothing that much. You probably... Well, you don't do that either. Those are the wrong targets, man! Good shot. Again, here's the thing you could do. Like, this is something I love doing on ramp, on Nuke especially, when I play this map as T. If you get that kill on ramp, or get that guy who's holding an angle, if you're really fast, you can get somewhere and like really mess them up if you're just fast enough about it, because you're not covering the angle any longer. Right now, what you can do is either you can actually go up ladder and play heaven, and try to do that, or you can just go through main and try to get those angles. So you can get behind people and like really mess them up because you're not expecting someone to be there. But right now, you're just kind of not really doing anything at all. Like you're not really sure where you want to go. Your team isn't sure rather. And you just kind of end up doing nothing. So what happens right now when you're this slow with everything, you're kind of giving them the time to like get in positions and plan out what are we doing, where are we holding, where can it be. They get those positions, get those angles, and they get an advantage over you. Because you want to be faster with everything you do, so actually you can don't give them that time. Also happening right now is on Nuke. You spend so much time not really sure what you're going doing, so you don't really have time left. You did win your round with 1 second left on the clock when you planted the bomb, and you clutched that round, which really played by you. But I feel like you want to do everything a bit faster. You can't delay for that long. And that grenade. Oh wow! And you're Supreme Master First Class and throw that grenade. Wow! Oh god. Like, I can expect silver people to throw that grenade, and that's fine, like messing up. But that's like the stupidest nade I've seen in a long time. You just gonna throw it into there like... Oh well. Oh. Well, it's a good thing you can laugh about it. You're got SMG says you're kind of just ruffling around, doing whatever you want, and you're still winning your round. Looks like your team buys up AKs for unknown reasons known to man. Um, that night was better. You learned. You're improving. That I like. When you're anti-ecoing, always try to pre-aim and like almost pre-fire all those cheeky angles, like up close. It's like typical, some idiot is just standing around a corner and just can instantly kill you when you come around because you didn't check it. Like every single position they could be in, like up close, just check them. It's so frustrating to get killed from those angles. Again, you're kind of just running around doing whatever you want, getting all those kills because they only got pistols. Yeah, I'll see you to buy run then. I mean, they got 9 rounds in T, like you got 6 as CT on Nuke. It's extremely horrible. I'm just gonna point that out. But the demo lasts pretty long, about 20 more minutes. So I'm gonna assume that you get a few rounds on T side. Okay, again, this is like those typical things. Like you get that guy to rotate. If you go really fast right now, like just try to push somewhere, like secret or even close main, and try to get around him that way. If you go really fast with it, you can actually get there around him before he can like reposition himself. But right now you're like nading, spending time just checking your angles and stuff like that. That gives him time to change position, get a new setup up, position him, maybe have people rotate to help him, all that stuff. Miss a shot, which I wouldn't expect. A very easy shot even, but okay. You'd be like rifle support for outside out with the AWPer. So I guess your role is actually not. It's not. I'm not saying that what you did there was bad or wrong. Like just staying back and helping your AWPer and be support for him is perfectly fine. It's still pretty good play, but I feel like you could actually gotten around that AWPer and gotten in his face somehow. If you just pushed. Because there's parts in your play where like you're really playing it slow and almost you're scared of doing stuff, which you don't want to be. You totally look totally look at that guy through the wall. You wall hacker. Wow, gotcha, busted you. And now you're 1-3, and I can't imagine you're gonna win this. Yeah, it's also 10 seconds left. Like your team just spends so much time not really sure what you're trying to do. So you ended up like doing nothing, and I think the guy's gonna push through smoke ramp and kill you. No, he's not. Oh well. Look, it's the same thing you did piss around. Like you spend so much time like just not sure what you want to do, so you end up doing nothing. Okay, right now you know he's offing outside, so I'm curious to see how you play it. Oh, nice shot. Wow. And now you're doing something I like you're pushing really fast, but you're still like checking everything a bit too much right now. Like a bit too passive.
Very open.
You can't be more aggressive and like kill a guy outside. Because there's not going to be too many people around. There might be a guy secret, might be a guy main, might be a guy ladder. You can check this really fast and just go next to the next position. But you got to be fast enough. Like I can't emphasize that enough.
intentionally being a bitch.
Like you mentioned, your play and mechanical and all that gameplay stuff is pretty much flawless. Not much I can mention about it. Your aim and all that stuff is really good, but I know that I can see that I don't feel like you're the same skill level as I used to be at least, because of when you make decisions, you always spend a long time making those decisions, and also often you're not like really sure what you want to do. Well, as a team, you're the same thing, and also you do it as a player. 'Cause, like being those fast and making those decisions really fast is very important. Unlucky. I remember when I was taught Counter-Strike in Source like 3-4 years ago. This guy just told me like speed is everything. If you're fast enough with everything you do, it's kind of hard to understand when you don't really understand it. It's like hard to explain it. But everything you want to do is really, really fast. You saw that guy shoot at you. He was an AWPer, so you can expect that to be the outside guy. And right now you can be really fast and start doing something. You're not. I don't think it's bad or wrong gameplay or wrong decisions you're making. It's just that quite often, look at that. You're shooting through the, like you're tracing him through the wall. Are you German? Are you sure you're not German? What do you call a good player who's German? Cheater. When you're in a 1-of-4 situation, trying to clutch situation, I should definitely make a video on how to clutch, because a lot of people don't understand how you clutch typically. It's actually very hard though, but I'm really good at it. At least I like to think so. But like when you're in 1-of-4, you want to try to get a move, not just stay here, because they're all gonna come around like they are, and miss their shots on you with their ops. Unlucky. You want to try to move around a bit, get it somewhere else. I can see that throwing nades is not your strongest ability. Even now when you're trying to rush, you're kind of delaying everything, stopping and moving a bit unsure, like you're checking everything a bit too much. Unlucky. I just want to point out that flash you're throwing. When you throw a flash, like, what is the purpose of your flash? You want to make them get flashed and fall back? Sure. But why are you waiting for the flash effect to actually go away before you peek or move? If you flash and they get flashed, they might just hide behind a corner for a couple seconds till the flash goes away, then they'll re-peek, right? That's when you peek. You don't peek like when they're flashed, you peek after the flash doesn't work anymore. So why are you actually flashing then? Watch my guide on the 5 steps, and there's a part there called nade management, which you mess up slightly. That's something I feel like you should also master and do much better. Every now and then you throw flashes without a clear purpose, and you don't really utilize the flashes the best. Unlucky. You know he's AWPing outside, so you're moving, like, checking angles versus an AWP like that. It's not really going to work out. That's something you should be aware of. You need to read your opponent and, like, how is he playing? Well, it's AWPing outside, right? Well, how can I get around an AWP? Also, you know he likes to play up ladder and heaven and stuff like that, outside, catwalk. You haven't been Seeker one single round, yet you check it every single round all that much. There's all these things you can skip to make you come somewhere 2-3 seconds faster. And 2-3 seconds in Counter-Strike is a very long time. Right now you see where your teammate did. I'm just going to point it out this round. Your teammate with P90, he just gunned for ladder and heaven and window and all that stuff. And he killed like 2-3 kills. You get 2 kills. That's a little white rabbit. That's what I mean about like being fast and being cheeky and just like getting in their faces with guns and try to get around there. If you're fast enough and cheeky enough and you just go for it, You can't get like plays like that and just easily get and you're like, what? There's a guy there? Like I mentioned, like I'm gonna explain that really fast to you what I mean about all those things.
We flexed up, dude.
But like you're spending a lot of time checking everything, doing everything, and it's a bit too slow. It's like a few seconds. And usually a couple seconds isn't a big problem, a big issue. But if you're going to get better, you want to cut down those seconds as much as you possibly can. Good shot. Again, you kill a guy. Just upper side. You know you kill that guy. There's probably not going to be any more guys outside right now, but yet you check everything so much. Like, you want to kill a guy and instantly, that's right away move. You don't want to check something for 2 seconds. Like you see right now, you spent 2 seconds before you jumped on main. You spend much time, constantly, just wasting. You want to be faster with that stuff. This is a good play, but again, like, you're not really sure what you want to do, where you want to go. It seems like you have no clue, you can't control the recoil there. It might just be the demo, but it seems like you can't really control it. You don't want, when you shoot a burst of 4 or 5 shots, you want them all to hit the same place. You don't want them to hit different places, really. You saw that nade and flash come out from secret. It's like you could expect that there's one guy there. If it's the outside player or someone else, you didn't really know. Not sure about that smoke. I know your intention with it, which is fine, really. It's just not the best smoke to throw. You keep throwing flashes like nowhere without actually using them, not with no clear purpose. It's like you're throwing flashes just to throw them. Like, I have a flash, I better throw it. And you throw it, and nothing really happens with it. You can't miss that shot. You hear him come. Just you know you're moving, but you don't have to move there. Just stand still and wait for him. Like that's definitely instantly kill. Like your aim typically is very good, but you mess up like small things like that every now and then. You want that to be more consistent. Oh, unlucky. I don't know why he was still around there. Again, they're just pushing yard, rushing outside, getting a lot of kills, boosting to get your weapon. Wow, and he did both die. I don't know who you intended to flash with that flash or that flash. Again, you're throwing flashes a lot. It seems like just to throw them. Like, I got a flash, I better throw it, and you throw it without proper. Like, why are you throwing it? Who are you intending to flash? What are you intending to do with it? Think more about that. Again, oh, that is so close. You see yourself in the X-ray. You're missing it slightly. Again, you're kind of like just stuck outside, not really trying to do anything, and a lot of time goes on you not really doing anything. You can see that. You see it right now. There's 40 seconds left on the clock, and you're still on silo. You haven't even seen anyone. You haven't done anything at all, and you're still outside here. The guy who usually plays outside, Dirty Horton, is also dead. So that's something you should be aware of. Like, if he's dead, there's maybe not anyone outside at all. And there isn't. You spent a minute checking angles for a person that doesn't exist. That's not the only time you've done it. Not the first time you do something like that.
How did that do 14 damage? I don't understand
When you go bladder, I guess it's fine right now, but always check that. Either go silent, because he doesn't hear you, as he did, or you want to just check from outside. So you got that kill then. But going up ladder like that is always risky no matter what you do. Again, you're throwing flashes just to throw them. Like, I gotta get a flash, I better throw it for some reason. Again, it's like you're throwing flashes that even if they flash, the effect is gonna be long gone by the time you get somewhere. Unlucky. I feel like you could just have ran down, Secret there and ignore that guy. Alright, so we got a draw. I'm gonna show off this one. Yeah, look at that! Oh! Timber, learn to be a better gamer. Pow pow! A friend of mine made that for me. Alright. So as I mentioned, typically your play and mechanics and gameplay is pretty good. There's not that much to mention about it. There's all these minor decisions you do wrong, as I mentioned. The only general thing that you do that I really don't like, well, it's like two things when I think about it, but the one I really think you need to do better is, like I mentioned, when you, everything you do is like you're delaying it slightly, just all the time, constantly. You're stopping for a second, couple seconds, every single time, and every reason. And you add 1 or 2 seconds, 6, 7 times in one round, that's all of a sudden a lot of seconds. And 10 seconds, when you're trying to flank someone, or kill someone, or get around someone, is a lot of time. So I'm going to show you an example of how you can do it rather. This is me, I'm going to turn on cheats. And as I said, I don't really like Nuke. But the thing I like about this map is that if you kill someone, you can easily get around somewhere and get more kills if you're fast enough with it. My favorite thing is do it on ramp. But I'll show you from my side, you're playing a lot of side. Let's see this guy. These are the flashes you throw. I'm going to show you what you do. So this flash, you throw this flash, you smoke. As I mentioned in that guide I made yesterday, you can watch that one if you want. The only thing that actually matters for you is kind of movement and nade management. But let's say this flash pops over there, right? He sees it. Oh, I'm flashed. Let's say, okay, I'll peek again. Another flash. Oh, I'm flashed again. I'll peek again. Then you can run a corner. You see? The flash doesn't last 5 seconds. Lands straight in front of me, very close, and it lasts only 2.5 seconds. So when you throw this flash, and it flashes him, you got 2.5 seconds to go around and peek him. And if he's not there, you're supposed to just hit because he saw it coming. Oh, whoa, he's hiding because he's flashed. That gives you time to get around here, or you can just hold the angle if you want to do that. But don't flash, then smoke. Do that, smoke first and then flash. Flash pod, and you go. Right? That should seem pretty obvious to me when you're a Supreme Master. Like, those flashes you throw are completely useless. That's $400 every round you spent on nothing, really. Just like, maybe you felt good because you threw flashes. And do that constantly. The second thing, as I mentioned, is, let's say you kill this guy. Oh, yeah, I killed that guy. Awesome. Well, now what? Alright, you killed the guy. This is what you did. You killed the guy, okay. I'm gonna check other angles, gonna look into the ground for a bit, stand here, wait, check here, wait, and spend another minute outside just waiting for someone who's not gonna rotate outside, because you can't plant the bomb outside. Why would you rotate here? That's, again, should seem pretty obvious for me. So what you can do when you kill a guy like this, there's typically two things you can do. Unless you're playing really aggressive, of course, it can always change depending on their opponent's playstyle. They always rotate and push. That's fine just holding these angles. But they didn't. They didn't one single round did they push against you outside when you killed a guy. Not one single round. Still, you're expecting it. So you kill that guy, right? What can you do? Well, what I'd like to do, I like to just go anywhere, really. Gather down secret, you can go ladder, you can go into main, and mess up. Because what happens if you kill that guy? Well, they're not covering outside. So you're going to, okay, I'll route outside the guy. Instead, we need to cover it. So how they're going to cover it, right? But they're expecting you to be there. And you're here? Wow, that didn't take a lot of time. Like I mentioned, those 3-4 seconds you waste, like checking angles all the time when you kill a guy. Even to kill a guy, you spend like this. Oh, he's really dead? Wow, I killed a guy! Yeah! Then you go. You've killed a guy and you don't celebrate it. I'm sounding awfully harsh now, I know. It's just that when you're your rank, you have to be harsh. I have to be harsh, because there's not that many things that are easy for you to improve on. Like just that decision to make that, and also I'm expecting you to actually know this already, but you don't, because you're actually higher ranked than me right now. Just to mention that, I'm really close to ranking up. I won like every single game apart from a few in the last week or so. I just not ranking up, but yeah. Same thing. Like I use always a ramp. Let's say you're playing one guy ramp. He rotates, falls back, or I kill him. Okay, I'll just do like this. Get my knife up. Get my weapon up here. If he rotates down, okay, I'll kill him. If it doesn't, I'll just go here. Oh, there's a guy outside who hasn't noticed that the ramp player is dead. That's like literally 5 seconds ago. It's actually only 5 seconds ago since I killed that guy until I'm out here. You see how much you can do in 5 seconds? Kill this guy. He's like, what? One guy ladder? He's really frustrated with his teammate. Like, how can I be here already? Maybe I'll kill this guy as well. And that's something I've done countless times. I've lost count. I can do this in every single map. You kill a guy and you just run because you know there's no one else covering. You read your opponents like that. Imagine if you had wall hack and you know there's no one else around this area, right? You just kill that guy. You can just run. You don't have to walk or check more angles or rotate or anything like that. You just go. Because you're fast enough to get around before they even know he's dead or notice it. And the higher up in rank you go or the better players you meet, the less effective this always becomes. But it's something you can always do to some extent. On Dust 2 is a very simple way to do it. Also on Inferno to some extent. Like you kill the apps player, you can just rush out apps and get into pit. And it's like one of those things you can do which can be extremely effective, really mess them up. But on Dust 2, Elves is one of my favorite things to do. Well, my favorite map. This one guy B, I kill him, right? I just go on B. I don't wait for the rotates. I just go here. For the time this guy is, oh wow, the guy's dead on B. I'm on B. I got the bomb site. Wow, I can call on my teammate to rotate, or I can just fake it. I have deceit this rotate, and all because I killed a guy and I just pushed. So I knew there's no one else B. They only play one guy B. I've noticed that since I actually analyze my opponents when I play versus them. I don't expect them to be new people every single round. You need to read your opponents, and that's something you kind of got to do. Just always think about how are my opponents playing, because they're not different players every single time. It's the same person every round, and you're just playing the same positions and the same playstyle. So when you're facing an opponent, you need to want to read them, understand them, how are they playing, and then counter that play. And one of those ways is really good. It's typically always works with most people. Is just simply kill a guy and just rush. Just like go somewhere, get to the next angle, get behind them, mess them up, mess their rotates up because you're there that fast. Turned out a bit longer than I wanted because I was explaining that so much. As I mentioned, I know I was really harsh on you and to sound like an asshole. I actually am an asshole, I know that already, but it's not my intention to be in this case. The only reason I am like this is because, like, when you're a really high rank and you're really just got all these basic things in order, the only way to get better at the game is typically by kind of really pointing out those things you do very wrong, and of course, improving them. And to prove those things like that, you have to be harsh. You have to be like, okay, I really need to fix this. Because if you just take it like, okay, this is just a fun thing to do, I'm having fun, and you want to improve past Supreme Master to Global Elite, or just get better at ESEA or whatever you're doing, like, if you're lower rank, you don't have to be that dedicated to get better, but when you're level, you have to really put some effort into it to improve. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sending me a demo. Don't be afraid to send me another demo. It's later time if you feel like you try to do something. Like you try to kill a few guys and you try to go really fast and you get killed. This work out for you. Or if you try to do some new things that doesn't work for you and you don't understand why, like you can simply send me a demo if you're trying to do it a few times and just simply ask, what am I doing wrong? The same thing goes for everyone watching. If you try to do something and it doesn't work out for you, just a particular thing you're trying to do that you picked up somewhere, or just a new thing you want to try by yourself, don't be afraid to tell me that. You tried to do this and it didn't work out. Can you just take a look why it doesn't work? Like say playing a new position like that, always fine. to everyone watching, I just like yesterday I made the 5 steps people do wrong. How you can what you can do to improve those 5 things. Take a look at that. It's extremely helpful, I would assume, for most people. And of course, share, subscribe, send this to other people. Post on Reddit how great these reviews are. And any feedback in any single way is very much appreciated. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope we'll see more demos.